Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Camille, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this beautiful butterfly locks. So in a previous video I did actually wrap the locks individually, but in this video I'm going to be doing like a crochet method. So if you're not into all that wrapping, or if you can't wrap it, then this is the perfect video for you. Now I'm going to be sectioning off my hair with some plaits in the front. I'm using my edge control on the perimeter of the parting so it looks more sleek. And the reason I'm not just doing some cornrows all the way back and I'm actually plaiting some in the front is because when you do that, it gives it a more natural look. It looks as if it's more in singles and like you actually wrapped it and all that. But if you do it right back, just a cornrow, it's going to look a little bit more fake. So you can try this method if you want it to look a little more realistic. I personally love this method because it's really quick and simple, and anyone can achieve this. I promise you, anyone can do this hairstyle for themselves because it's simple. 1, 2, 3. So just as I was mentioning that I'm doing it in singles, so what I'm doing here is I did just plait the first one, and now I'm just, because this part is longer, or you can't just put this in one plait, so I'm parting this in 2, and I'll plait the first section as I'm doing here, and then I'll connect it to the second part. Just to let you know as well that this is just my preference. If you decide you just go ahead with doing the cornrow all the way back, you can. And I personally think that as well is a little bit more secured than this, because if your hair is not long enough, then one of the plaits could come out of the other one. So cornrowing it back or cornrowing it all the way back is definitely more secure. If you want a longer lasting style, I would recommend just doing the cornrows all the way back. So I have 10 sections in the front, and I'm gonna put 5 cornrows at the back. So I'm putting 2 of the front section into 1 of the cornrow. What I want to tell you as well is that if you intend to keep this hairstyle in for a very long time, I do recommend doing the cornrows smaller. As it relates to the tucking in of the end of your hair, you have several ways you could get this done. You can either plait them into each other once you get to the bottom, or you could sew it up like I did with my own. Now I'm just going in with some castor oil to grease my scalp, because you don't want your scalp to be dry underneath all that butterfly locks. So this is the hair that we'll be using today. It's from a company called YEBO, and I got it on Amazon. I will link it in the description box. Just going to show you real quick what I got in the bag. So I got 7 packs of the hair. I got a crochet needle. I got some eyelashes, and also I got some jewelry in the pack as well. It's not a lot of jewelry, just like 4 pieces, but yeah, I got some jewelry nonetheless. So I'm just going to show you real quick what the hair looks like once you take it out of the pack. As I mentioned, I got 7 of these, and each pack had 12 in them. So this is what it looks like. Immediately after I took the hair off of the string itself, I noticed that the hole was too small. So for each of the hair, I had to pull it down to make the hole bigger so I could actually pull the lock through it. Overall, with braiding my hair and installing the lock, it took about 2 hours. If I didn't have to pull the hair down on each of the lock, it would have been less. And also, it's butterfly lock, so it does have the bumps in between, so it wasn't a smooth sailing process pulling the hair through the hole. So yeah, even though I got 7 packs of hair in the bag, you might not use the whole 7 packs, because depending on the size of your head, you could use way less. Right now, so far, I've used about 3.5 packs, and I'm more than halfway done, right? So I'm just going to go ahead to pull down the hair so that the actual lock could fit through the hole once you crochet it in. When you actually pull the hair through the crochet, you can either use your finger, just as I'm doing now, to actually pull the hair through the hole, or you could use a crochet needle if that's a bit easier for you. I did use a crochet needle for some of the locks that were too hard to go through with my finger. It was a bit easier with the crochet needle, but if you want, you could use either method, whichever one is easier for you. Another thing is that based on the fact that we do have the bumps in the road or the effect to get the butterfly locks, because of those on the lock itself, when I pulled it down to tighten it once I got to the root or to the base of the butterfly lock. Not all of them went through fully, and this, it's not such a bad thing that it didn't go through, because when you're ready to take it out, it makes it much more easier. And also, it's not like it's gonna look like bumpy or anything, because it is butterfly locks, and pretty much you kind of want that effect of it. So it's not such a bad thing if you're pulling it through and it doesn't go through fully. I was quite fine with that. The only places that I wouldn't be okay with that would have been like at the top. So remember, I was telling you earlier about the way you could use the crochet needle to pull it through. So this is what I just did. So instead of like pulling the needle out back from the hair once you've pulled it through your hair, you just push it further out, use the needle to hook the end of the locks, and just pull it through. I hope what I just said made sense. Yeah, if not, then just pull it back and you'll see exactly what I did. So see where I am in my hair, and I just have some few spots to fill in, and I have 2 packs of hair remaining. So that's not bad. And you don't need to, I didn't feel the need to put like the whole 7 packs in my hair, because you don't want your hair looking too bulky and too heavy. So this was pretty much good for me. So I used probably like maybe 12 came in the pack. I used probably like 6 from one of the packs that was left behind. Now I'm just going in with some edge control to lay my edges, and this is the same edge control that I used earlier in the video. And those jewelry that I got, let me just go right ahead and put those in to kind of give the hair a little bit more oomph. You don't want to put a lot of jewelry, because the hair is pretty much speaking for itself. You don't need to put a whole lot of jewelry, because the hair is pretty like, it's out there, it's standing out for itself. You'd say just giving it something to accentuate it a little bit. I'm using my olive oil hair polisher to just give the hair some shine. I was gonna use my oil sheen, but the oil sheen is leaking, so I just used this instead. This is for my hair really, not for fake hair, but I just decided to put some in it nonetheless. This is what the back of the hair is looking like. It's pretty full and looking really nice. If I should walk out the road right now with my hair like this, who could tell me that I didn't grow this hair from my scalp? Who could tell me that? Nobody. Nobody could tell me I didn't grow this hair from my scalp. I've been growing this hair since forever. Like, this hair is looking so natural. Do you remember when you had to like wait years to grow your locks like this? No, those days are done. All you need to do is install these butterfly locks and you're good. That is pretty much it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Turn on your bell so that you don't miss out on any content that I post. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye.